Hey everybody, on today's video I am going to put together 2 spreads for my currently 3 project. This one right here is going to wrap up February, and then I will also be doing the end of March and start of April. So a total of 4 different, currently 3 photos, and I hope you enjoy this video. I'll be using all Cocoa Daisy, and then flairs will be ScrappinHappyStudio. And this one I pull out my Awesome Ladies stamps to stamp in here a little bit. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Sabrina and I'm on a few design teams, and I also have a class at Big Picture Classes. All right, enjoy the video. Thanks. Okay, so this page is going to come together pretty quick. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but maybe in my next Thursday 3 video, I will mention it. I use a tray to set out all my supplies for this project, like when I'm picking out stuff. Since I use Cocoa Daisy, I am able to use a tray and pick from my stash and pick lots of different things to catch up on several weeks or maybe a month of spreads. So for this one, I picked out this fun teal pattern paper, and then I have some leftover scraps, and I'm just going to cut some circles, mainly black patterned circles. That way I can add those towards the bottom and then on the right side of my photo. I'm going to wind up scooting my photo over, that way I can make a cluster on the right. And then for this photo on the right side of the spread, I go with this kind of maroon paper because it matches my shirt, but I use a lined beige paper to mat behind my photo. So I'm going to start gluing things down, and I'm going to make 3 clusters of the black circles and add a few of the flairs that I have from Jenny's shop, ScrappinHappyStudio, and I think I used one that said "like a boss." Sometimes I feel silly calling myself a boss, but you know what? I am a boss, darn it. I'm a boss. Boss of this household and the crazy kids that I have. And that particular day, I remember I was really productive. And when you're really productive, you feel like a boss, like you got lots done. So adding my circles to make that visual triangle, my flairs, and I'm going to create one main cluster down on the right side of the page, down by my photo. And that one's going to have a different flair. It was this really cute flair that Jenny made that looks like a Starbucks logo, but it says something else about being a boss and getting stuff done. I think something about the hustle or something, but it was really cute. So I added that in, and then a chipboard and then a few enamel dots will finish up this spread. And later on, I will add the date to that little die cut right there. But for now, this one is almost done. Just adding in enamel dots and it will finish up this spread. Trying to keep things easy and simple and not too complicated. All right, one little die cut there, and then I am finished with this spread. Moving around a few enamel dots for the right hand side and adding in my double-sided tape for the flairs. And then I will be done with this page. Putting it in and moving on to the next one. All right, the next one is going to be the end of March and then the start of April. And since I do Instagram stories, I have a lot of stories. And on this particular day, somehow I did not take a selfie, but I was able to grab this really funny screenshot of me. So I decided to include that because I was so cold. I even had my arthritis gloves on. And so I just grabbed that screenshot and printed it out. And once again, going to use Cocoa Daisy. So the left-hand side is going to have a lot of green, and the right-hand side is going to have some bright colors, orange and red. And I want to cover up that currently black arrow. So I'm going to start by using a white jelly pen, and I'm just going to fill in the black part with that white jelly pen. And I think I got this pen at Michael's, and it's only $3. I just did not want to use whiteout because sometimes whiteout can take a long time to dry, and lately the one I have has been looking very yellow. So I'm just going to use the jelly pen, and that way I can cover up that black arrow, and I'll add a sticker washi on top of it. And right here, I was just kind of messing with some die cuts, trying to decide which die cut I want to use. But in the end, I'm going to go with a sticker die cut. I'm going to map my photo, and then I'm going to put that half circle die cut around here for now on the bottom. And then I will glue down this sticky note currently list that Kristin has. And then I decide that I really want to add somewhere So Cold. So I have these sticker alphas that I'm going to use, and I was trying to think maybe I could use a die cut, and that's why it's flipped over and you see the white side of the die cut. But then I knew that in March they had these big speech bubbles, so I was thinking, how could I use those? And what I decided is I'm just going to peel off the letters so I can spell out So Cold, and then I will kind of tuck it in and then just slice off, cut whatever I don't need. And that's fine with me. I'll just tuck it in and it looks good, and we'll just move on, stop fussing with it. And then I moved the around here up at the top right. And I'm going to go ahead and take some of Kristin's stamps, and I'm going to stamp some of the circles. They're like small solid circles and then some dashed circles, and I'm just going to add those in a few different random spots. Turned out a little messy and probably a little bit more than I wanted, but that's okay. I just really like that screenshot. It was so funny and very cold that day. So there we go, just adding a few more, and then I will move on to the right hand side, which is the start of April. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I got the color scheme from that pillow that is behind my head. All right, so I am done with that side, and now I'm going to move on to this side. And I took a journaling card and I cut off the part that said here and now. That way I could tuck it behind my photo. I had to rip up my photo actually and trim it a little bit. So that's what you see me putting it back right there. I just had to trim a little bit and then I could tuck it in. Because the way that this here and now is positioned on the left side, if it sticks out, it will be in the binding, so it can't do that. My card is now dry from the jelly roll. Doesn't take that long. So I'm going to use that yellow sticker washi, and I'm going to put some there, and then I'm going to put a little bit more underneath the journaling card to kind of cover up the busy pillow, because I don't need the busy pillow to show a lot. I'm going to use another sticker, a thick sticker that says Everyday Adventures, and I didn't have anything for listening, so I stamped out This Is My Story, and I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut that out and add that to the listening. I'm also going to add the circles that I did for the left side, that way that they have some consistency and tie into each other. This time just using orange and yellow inks to kind of get the colors that I want. Really love how this little stamp sentiment added just what I needed in that listening spot. This is my story, and that stamp set is also from Kristin. So there we go. I'm just going to put this one in, and it is finished. All right, so I hope you enjoyed all of these pages coming together for my Thursday 3. I had a lot of fun putting them together. So you saw a total of 4 different currently 3s. You saw this one, and then you saw this one come together. So this one and this one. So the end of March, start of April, and then a February one. And then this one I didn't add into the video because I just made it very simple, very quick, and just so I could finish up February. I hope you enjoyed watching these. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.